Greetings and salutations. What's goody folk? Welcome back to your soul driven, soul intended YouTube channel and video where I am your host, coach, and creator of all things soul driven, soul intended, your intuitive reader and spiritual advocate. I'm Bryson. It is currently 9:01 p.m. Central Standard Time, 10:01 p.m. Eastern Time, May 4th, 2025. And of course, we're back at it with another general timeless intuitive reading for my soul tribe, divine divinity, and whoever else resonates with any of these messages at any time that you come across them. If anything resonates with you, you always want to be sure that you're going within and to the Holy Spirit of the Most High for confirmation as to how the energies and the messages correlate with you and your personal situation and circumstances. It has been I don't even know the words to describe the things I've endured the past couple of days. As you all see, I'm in the hospital. I will say that I was under heavy spiritual, energetical, physical, and mental attacks by strangers and family alike. My entire Bryson family attacked and tried to kill me. So much so, in the ambulance ride, the attendant kept saying, "Die, die, die," with their feeble attempts to kill me. I was accused, and I'm only telling this story because I'm innocent, no handcuffs, I'm free. But I was accused of sexually abusing 2 children in the airport. I'm in North Carolina, by the way, Charlotte. It's a Charlotte airport. I was then accused of raping 2 women. And when the ambulance came to pick me up, instead of taking me, outside, picking me up outside of the airport through the ambulance, they took me through this back way in the airport, supposedly because the rape victim was going through the front. Okay? I hope you all can follow what I'm saying. So they took me through this back way, through this back elevator that led to a dark, musty, mildewy area. It almost looked like a warehouse, but it was the back part of, the dark part of the airport, with about 5, maybe 6 Caucasian men standing around me, mugging me. And I literally thought that they were going to attack me. I thought my life was over. And then they made me agree not to return to the airport or whatever. Then they wheeled me out to the ambulance that was in the back, again, a very dark back portion of the airport where they were doing construction on the right. For a quick second, I thought they were going to toss my body in the ditch and bury me there. I look up to the building that was across from me, another portion of the airport, and there were individuals, 2 per table, all down the building. They were all looking, and as they're wheeling me to the ambulance, they cut the lights on from the back of the ambulance on, shining directly on me as if to blind me or to startle me or whatever. And that's when they loaded me in the ambulance. They asked me where I wanted to go, which is where I am now, Atrium. And in the ambulance, they asked me, questions. What year is it? Who's the president? This, that, and the other. And as we're en route, the paramedic asks for a lighter. Now, why? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it was a mental head game or whatever the case was, but they asked for a lighter. You don't need a lighter in the ambulance, okay? And for a minute, I thought that, after they did what they did, they was going to dispose of my body and set me on fire. I'm just being honest, realer than real deal Holyfield. So, as I pretended to lose breath, that's when I'm hearing the woman say, he's at such and such level. Die. Just die. 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 So I continue to slow my breath on purpose and make it appear that I was dying, because I had no clue what they were going to do to me if I didn't at least appear to be losing my life before I got to the hospital. So I arrived at the hospital. They verbally made sure that they said, "Are we on camera? Where's the camera?" Okay, they wanted to be sure where the position of the camera was, that they were on camera, and they told the attendants there that I had raped somebody. Mind you, didn't nobody check my body because, check my genitals, take any tests or anything like that, because that would have proven that, I have no bodily secretions on me except for my own. Anyway, I was so frightened. I was terrified. It's 10:10 Eastern Time now. Okay? Completion, 10th house energy. Capricorn and Saturn, professional path, social standing, and public persona. As I'm talking about this, wow. Okay? So, I'm verbally, not really shouting, but proclaiming my innocence. I'm innocent, I'm innocent. The gentleman was like, "Yeah, right." They just totally disregarded me as if they had proof that I was a rapist. Then I heard them talking about they were going to castrate me, this, that, and the other. Okay, we got to the emergency room. They had me in the emergency room area, supposedly by 2 victims that were raped, and I supposedly was the one that raped them. Now, the emergency room attendants, they were all laughing and making jokes, and I kept telling them, if it's true that these women were raped, this is not a laughing matter. You all shouldn't be joking at all. And I continue to proclaim my innocence. And everybody was like, yeah, right, whatever. Just completely and totally dismissing me. I was so thrown and confused about what was going on. But lucid at the same time, I knew that I was under attack. I was distraught because I knew my Bryson, the maternal side of my family, and quite frankly, the paternal side of my family. I knew, especially the Brysons, they didn't love me, never loved me. But I never thought that they would go to this extent to take me out. I was so outdone and masculine. But let me tell you, I persevered. I refused to just hand over my life and to surrender. I absolutely refused. I wasn't going to give them that satisfaction of taking me out so easily. As I split the deck of my initial channel messages, they're planning, plotting, and scheming. 1212 on the clock timer, manifestations, 12th house energy, Pisces and Jupiter, spirituality and the unconscious, karma. So I'm going to go ahead and take that out. Something about matriarch or patriarch, the head of someone's family. I'm getting the energy that you are becoming the new matriarch and patriarch of your family. You're one with nature, or nature could be significant to you. Okay? Somebody could be looking at scattered pictures because this is a milestone for you. Okay? You're becoming the matriarch or patriarch of your new bloodline and lineage. A transgender could have something to do with this situation, part of some sort of elaborate scheme and or setup of an ordained initiate. 1333 on the clock timer, so 13 is a number of endings. 33 is a master number 33, ascended master energy, a master teacher teaching master lessons. And within that number 1333, we have 333. So spirit is resonating. Someone is rotting from the inside out. It's funny until it's not. So there were a lot of people who laughed at you, who got a big kick out of what was going on. But he who laughs first laughs last. It's funny until it's not. You'll be a witness to their karma. You've broken the tether with so many individuals that were siphoning your energy, using your own energy against you to cause endings and delays, trying to steal, kill, and destroy you, which was dumb because if they're siphoning our energy, if you take us out, then you take out the supply. You know? Something about a pendulum. Okay? You could use a pendulum as one of your tools to divine, I'm going to go ahead and use my reset. Did my family try to murder me recently? If yes, swing clockwise, circular motion. Did my family try to kill me? If yes, swing clockwise in a circular motion. Am I a rapist? Am I a pedophile? Am I a murderer? Am I a liar? Am I on a divine mission from the Most High? Is that a yes? If it's a yes, move in a clockwise circular motion. Am I evil? Reset. Thank you. What the hell were they thinking? I choose me every time. Broken tether against those who have a hidden animosity. They're all about cash, money rules everything around me. Something about an algorithm. This is your last chance. Pick and choose your battles. Someone who is generationally cursed is coming to a screeching halt. They can't take it away. These initial channel messages, and I'm shuffling them. These are the same ones that keep coming out. There are receipts, evidence. Feel masculine, I'm not a liar. I don't got time to lie to people. I'm on a mission, a divine mission, a holy mission, if you will. Let's see what the spiritual forecast is using my numerology and dice. I'm looking at 145. One on the first dice talks about self-unconditional love, self-awareness, self-perception, self-empowerment, self-forgiveness, leadership energy, meaning the type of leader that creates other leaders and not a clout chaser. It also talks about new beginnings. Then we have 4, and well, 1 also talks about first house energy, Aries and Mars. Bold courageousness, taking the initiative to get the job done, being that leader. Be mindful not to rush into people, places, and things in impulsive energy, okay? Look deep before you leap. The next step you take could be quite steep. The next dice is 4. Foundation and protection. What is your foundation looking like? What is the foundation of your belief systems, your idealisms, your relationships? There's some sort of illusion regarding your foundation. Somebody wants you to believe that your foundation is wrong, what you're building is wrong, that it's unprotected, okay? Because we're dealing with 4th house energy, Cancer, and the moon, okay? For some of you, there could be a Cancer who is hiding the fact that they have cancer, or Cancer specifically is hiding something, keeping something from you, okay? But things done in the dark are coming to light, okay? Because you could be using your intuition, whether you doing it knowingly or unbeknownst to yourself. You are shattering illusions all over the place. And the people who have these secrets don't like the fact that you're intuitively exposing them, whether it's your intention or not. You can certainly have a platform. You could be a content creator or an influencer, okay? You're out in the public doing something where other people can see and view and behold for themselves and bear witness to with their own eyes, whether this is on social media or up close and personal. Y'all know the last few videos that I've had have been done at the airport, okay? And you know that I've been, accosted and attacked, because of what I was doing. There's at least one video up that details that. The other ones I decided not to upload, okay? Because I didn't want my content to be about that, okay? Somebody is hiding the fact that they hate you, okay? So again, it's that hidden animosity. Didn't that come out as an initial channel message? Yeah, it did. It's somewhere here. Yeah, somebody's hiding the fact that they can't stand you, okay? Something about hidden animosity. Alrighty, but we're not going to pay too much attention to that, okay? Yep, it's right here. You've broken the tether with someone who's always had hidden animosity towards you. But fear not, fear masculine with 5 on the final dice. There's upcoming changes for your highest good and expansion. 5th house energy, Leo and the sun. Okay, very warm, bright, successful, creative. And it's time for romance, fun, and play in your life. You deserve to be loved and embraced divinely. So with angel number, spirit number 145, here are the messages. Give me one quick second. Okay, here we go. Angel number, spirit number 145 brings a message from your angels that some changes are coming that you have brought about through your affirmations and positive and optimistic thought patterns. Through hard work and effort, you have earned your just rewards. Expect great things and be grateful and appreciative of them when they arrive in your life. Keep a clear and open connection with your angels for guidance and support through these changes. Angel number, spirit number 145 is a message from your angels to put your efforts towards the things in your life that embrace and enhance who you truly are, your lifestyle choices, and your life in general. Be prepared to make necessary changes that will bring auspicious opportunities to advance you along your path. Trust that these changes will bring better into your life in all aspects. Angel number, spirit number 145 may also suggest that it is a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life, safe in the knowledge that the angels are guiding, protecting, and watching over you during these changes. The overall number and energy combined is 10. Completion, again, 10th house energy, Capricorn and Saturn, professional path, social standing, and public persona, along with first house energy, Aries and Mars, okay? Leadership energy, bold, courageousness, so on and so forth. You could be learning different belief systems, okay? Different foundations, different belief systems, whether it's Christianity, Buddhism, 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 excuse me, if I'm not saying it correctly, Hinduism, or whatever belief system. You could be learning the foundation of different belief systems to integrate them. Okay, one thing that I've always said since the beginning of my spiritual path, awakening, my journey, my healing journey, is that I personally believe that there are truths and untruths in all things. I don't believe the Bible is the one and only way. I believe there are some truths in the Bible and there are some untruths. Just as I believe that in written text and verbal sayings within the spiritual community, so on and so forth. But just because that I believe that to be the case does not mean that I will not study other belief systems. I'm going to take that which resonates with me and I'm going to leave what doesn't. And I will not stand in judgment of those who believe what they believe, as long as it doesn't cause hurt, harm, and danger to other people, to innocents, and especially to children. Okay? So now that we've gotten that, out the way, so to speak, I'm going to go ahead and put these initial channel messages further up on the table so that we can get into some cartomancy. I'm going to use my ancestors deck, my spirit guides deck for cartomancy to see what the spirit guides have to communicate to us. And when I say us, I'm including myself. So angels, archangels, ancestors. What needs to be said? What needs to be communicated to us? What do you all want and need us to know at this time? for fem masculine, divine and chosen ones. We need you all's guidance. We need you all's unconditional love. We need your protection. What do we need to know? Please tell us. Please inform us. As soon as you're physically able to, it's time to move. 5 of Cups in the reverse. Move in silence. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Some of you all could be called to move near a body of water. Something to the effect. Oh yeah. 7 of Wands in the upright. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy with the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and the 5 of Cups in the reverse. King of Swords in the reverse. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Okay, so yeah, move away. What I'm getting here is the moment that you move away, someone is going to prison. A King of Swords in the reverse. So this is like an assassin, a hitman or hitwoman in masculine energy. This could be a crooked lawyer, crooked judge, crooked cop, or crooked detective that moonlights as an assassin. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Yeah, whoever was sent to kill you, they're going to prison. Okay? Or somebody that's already in prison hired a hitman to take you out. Okay, wasn't I just saying that my family just tried to kill me? Okay? It was a horrible, brutal experience. But I'm still here, thanks to the Most High. India could be significant. Okay? Middle Eastern. What else, Holy Spirit? Ten of Pentacles. It's because of your prosperity and abundance. Your wealth. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. And just in these 4 cards, we have all 4 elements. Water, fire, air, earth. There's something very tangible that you have always had. Spirit said that's the truth. Okay, that's the motherfucking truth. And that's coming in for you. Okay? And this is why these people, these so-called family, these relatives, because that's not family. Okay? Also, because you're speaking some sort of truth, you have some sort of lucrative offer coming in, collaborative offer with this 2 of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy, and let's leave in someone heartbroken. 2 of Cups in the reverse, the number 22 could be significant. You're being divinely led and guided and protected from your family. Page of Wands in the upright, 7 of Cups in the upright. Yeah, somebody's going into the dark night of the soul. Or this could have been a dark night of the soul experience for you. Someone has a desire to move to the next level in a relationship with you, but they're being warned, okay? For some sort of reason. They could have some ill intentions towards you. You're in this Queen of Pentacles energy, attracting abundance. And the King of Cups is looking at you, or watching you, a provider. A shadow high priestess, male or female, is up to no good. They're watching you emerge as a social butterfly. Your guards are up. You are an earth angel, an alchemist. Pay attention to your dream state, but you're continuing to keep balance on a soul level because you walked away from some sort of third party situationship. You walked away from poverty and lack, and now you're creating and generating and manifesting generational wealth. A Queen of Cups is in deep sorrow and regret. They are a narcissist. They were sending you evil eye. There's evidence of this with this Queen of Swords. Okay? Let's see here. Let me go ahead and switch mode. Okay. It can be very hot where you're at, okay? I know I'm starting to sweat out of nowhere. This energy is quite heavy. Let's go ahead and switch gears into tarot and see what this focused energy is. A Queen of Cups in a reverse, somebody that's smothering, always up in your energy, is in fear of being sacrificed. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, because they tried to sacrifice you. Okay. Someone could be being haunted, male or female. Okay. The exorcism of Emily Rose could be significant. I started to watch that movie. I've seen it before, but I had to stop it because it was very disturbing at the moment, and I just didn't want to deal with that type of energy. Okay, so a Queen of Cups is going to have to watch you be blessed. Okay, your intuition is pinpoint accurate. I feel like it has always been, but it's only getting stronger and even more precise, if that's even possible. Okay, so, okay, first card out, I barely started to shuffle. Two of Swords in the upright. So, you had to make a difficult decision after somebody tried to keep you stuck and stagnated. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. What else do you need to know about this focus energy, Holy Spirit? Somebody's very disappointed. This is someone that is creating conflict or wants to create some sort of conflict with you. Okay, this is like an emperor or the child of an emperor in the reverse Aries energy with the Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. Somebody's a procrastinator, creating conflict. They could have been sent in by an emperor in the reverse, by an Aries. They don't have to be an Aries, but this is someone very impulsive. I'm hearing greedy, male or female. Yeah, this is the spawn of an emperor, male or female, in the reverse, okay? Like a demon spawn or something like that. Somebody very brutal wants to cause an argument with you or some shit like that with this Knight of Swords in the reverse, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. This is somebody that is non-committal. They can't commit to anything. Page of Pentacles in the reverse, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Okay, but you're making the decision to move forward with the Two of Wands in the upright. You ain't got time for any wishy-washy energy. This energy could be coming in to try to distract you. Okay, to get you off your game, but you don't have any time for that because you're focusing in on milk and honey, wish fulfillment, with the Nine of Cups in the upright, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, you got things to do, and being happy and peaceful is one of those things. Okay, so this obstacle field. What's presenting to be an obstacle at this time? And I know why I was feeling warm. I just had they just gave me oxycodone for the pain. Three of Swords. Okay, so in the upright, somebody is focusing in on a heartbreak. Okay, so it went from the Two of Swords, a first card in the focus column, to the Three of Swords, the first card in the obstacle column. Okay, so somebody is heartbroken because you made the decision, I feel like, to walk away from them, to not deal with them, to move forward in your own energy, to focus on yourself, to put yourself first. Knight of Pentacle in the reverse, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So somebody was obsessed with you and your work. Okay, plagiarism. But they cannot defend themselves against this energy, against your work. They cannot maintain control because they have no control of self and or others. Seven of Wands in the reverse. This is this Emperor in the reverse. They have no power. They have no control. Okay, so they're trying to act like they're wielding power, that they're in control, but they cannot maintain it. I feel like whatever that they were given leadership or authority over, they're not doing such a good job, and it shows. Okay, if somebody wants to start or an argument or attack a Queen of Wands energy, someone that's very bold, courageous, kind of witchy, male or female, but very attractive. Okay, you garner a lot of attention, male or female, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Okay, and you know, supernatural things tend to happen when you're around, so much so that people could think that you're practicing witchcraft, but you're not. Okay, and you're putting a lot of people in this space of having panic attacks. Okay, anxiety attacks. Okay, you make people nervous when you're around. You make people feel uneasy. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and they communicate this amongst each other. Okay, and it's nothing that you're doing intentionally. You're minding your own business, but because you're this Queen of Wands energy, people can't help but focus on you, but watch you. And because they watch you, all eyes on you, all ears are listening. Okay, they're picking up on things that's not meant for them. Okay, so they're taking things that you do and say as if you're doing and saying it specifically and directly to them. Okay, it's almost like you're walking up to them, to their face, saying, "Hey, you this, that, and the other," and that's not the case. You could be speaking generally, and they're taking it personally. Okay, what's that saying? A hit dog will holler. Okay, Three of Cups in the upright. Because you made the choice to move forward in your own energy, you're being celebrated by your peers. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. King of Wands in the upright. This could be you looking at things from a higher perspective, seeing the big picture. This could be your angels and guides watching over you. They know the big picture, but they're just observing what's going on around you. Okay, this could also, I'm getting like an aspect of Archangel Michael watching over you as well, just observing what's going on. Okay, manifested outcome, completing, closing out a cycle or cycles with the world in the upright. Okay, justice, skills being balanced, Libra energy. Lovers in the reverse, Gemini energy. Okay, so something that was hot and heavy is no more or will be no more. Okay, this could be a pair of lovers where one just lays there like a stale old piece of toast, lazy in bed or something like that. Let's see here. I'm gonna take these. Yeah, devil energy. Okay, so somebody has a debt to pay to this demonic energy, a contract. Okay, that's why this lovers is in the reverse. Okay, so one or both lovers were in some sort of sexual contract with this devil energy Capricorn. Okay, because of some sort of lingering resentment, desire to reconcile with you. So somebody was doing like some sort of sex magic amongst each other. Okay, in this contract with the devil to try to get back into your energy or some shit like that. But it's gonna leave them imbalanced with the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. And it's gonna end up with them being publicly embarrassed, humiliated, public punishment. Okay. Somebody's dirty deeds are going to be worn out. Six of Pentacles, you're moving on to calmer waters, going through a transformation, Scorpio energy. Yeah, King of Sword in the reverse. Yeah, this is somebody that was very abusive. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Both this King of Sword and Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, they're going into poverty. Somebody gave people bad advice towards you because they were being used as a pawn. Something's being expedited for you because of your strength. You're very strong and stoic. Okay, these people that were being very aggressive and relentless towards you, they have bad karma. Four of Wands, you're coming into union with your soul tribe and your divine counterpart. Sun in the upright. We got the sun and the strength card in the upright. Very stoic, very creative, very successful, very bright. Okay? And you're just the shit, really. So let's see what's going on in the spiritual streets. This rivalry is over. You should be proud of yourself. Job well done. Okay, you're a peacock. Many different inflections of color to you. Okay. I'm getting like prism energy. Prism. Like a spectrum of beautiful colors, an array of colors. Prism. Sailor Moon could be significant because I'm hearing prism power. Okay. You're no longer confused. Okay, your time of confusion is over. You know who your enemies are. What do we need to know, Holy Spirit, please and thank you? Forgiveness is key. Somebody could be presenting you with a bouquet of flowers. Okay, we understand that forgiveness is for self and not for our betrayers and ops. It releases us from perpetuating a cycle of resentment and holding on to people that we could not trust. Trust in the reverse. What else, Holy Spirit? Let's see here. This is not a plot twist. You were always meant to avert a storm, okay? Or something like that. Yeah. Whoops. Somebody's claiming something was an accident, but they didn't bother cleaning up the mess. They left it there for you to clean up or something to that effect. Yeah, somebody is discovering something. Somebody's discovering Saturn, that planet there with the ring around it. Somebody is discovering Saturn. Saturn is the planet of karma. So somebody's about to discover karma and the fact that they don't have the key. They don't have access. Access denied. All uphill from here for you, for masculine. It hasn't been an easy ascension, but you're onward and upward. This is a difficult truth for many. Okay. This isn't a plot twist. It was always meant for you to ascend. Okay? You're not meant to be at the bottom. You're not experiencing a loss. Okay? What may seem or appear to be a loss to you is actually only making room for rescue. Removing of obstacles. Okay? Somebody's illegally recording you. They're not the mastermind that they think that they are. They're about to be out in the wilderness. Because they didn't go within. And they refused to. So we're going to get into the final messages in tarot because I'm getting a little nauseous. Final messages for Femme Masculine, Holy Spirit. Completion. Closed out this cycle. This is the second world in the upright. You closed out 2 significant cycles. 10 of Wands. You heard the trumpet sound and you answered the call, willingly carrying the burden that comes with being a light worker, earth angel. Yeah, these people are going to be heavily embarrassed. 6 of Wands in the reverse. That's the second one in tarot. Empress in the reverse. So particularly your mother is getting ready to be aired out publicly. Nine of Wands, you're very resilient. The last one standing. One moment. Already sorry about that for the masculine. So yeah, somebody was throwing spell work. Now they're in fear of being sacrificed, or they think you're using spell work on them, but you're not. But they're definitely scared. Yeah, this whole network, they've run out of money. They have no resources. Because whatever they were doing was a bad idea to the two of wands in the reverse. Yeah, they're in a mental headspace, panic attack, anxiety. Okay, there was at least 3 factions, a conglomerate of people targeting you because of the work that you're doing. Family, friends, strangers, something like that. I'm hearing politicians, even. But see, you're maintaining control. You're fighting off. Yeah, three. Yeah, you. Oh, it's a whole bunch of people that were attacking you. 3 from each side. You're an alchemist, a hierophant, a leader, resilient, last one standing, a chosen one, an ordained initiate, high honor, high ranking. You're the star. I'm dropping the mic on that. Well, one last one. Yeah, they committed an injustice. Justice in the reverse. Dropping the mic on that. Click like, share, subscribe, donate to the channel. Book your sessions. Until next time, I love you all unconditionally. Okay, please send your divine love and support. Okay, because they've tried it. Okay, until next time, I love you all. Bye.